Are you looking to create some cool animation projects using Scratch? Then you definitely need to use layering. Now, what is layering? So when we have multiple sprites in a screen, we want some to be in front of the other. So I'll tell you what I mean. I remember whenever any of these kids, the Panchanta programmers, they need something like this in the story and they ask, and when you tell them there is a way to code it, they get really, really excited about it. And sometimes they're very surprised that how could have the developers of Scratch platform thought of it. I'm using this farm to discuss today's topic so that we can put a lot of different things. You can see we put two cows grazing, and now I want to put our gentleman behind this, right? I want to place him behind this, but not like that, like this on the ground. So what do I do? Under look, come down, you will see these two blocks. Go to back layer, go to front layer, and go to forward layer, and go to backward layer. We are going to be exploring on using these blocks effectively for what we want to create. Now here, we want him to be behind. So see, there you go, right? And so I'm going to set the back layer, I'm going to set his position, and I'm going to set show. So this is like minimum basic stuff which we keep saying we must always have for all our sprites. So in this screen, this is how we want him to be. Now by accident also, it's not going to happen that he comes in front. The other thing we could also do is make this come to front. Go to front layer. Now see, we need many more layers in a more complex fashion, just not between two. So what I've taken quite a few interesting sprites. So let's start by adding a goat to our scene. I want the goat to be like, grazing somewhere at the back, right? Like really, really far off at the back. Set the position like we always do. Set the size because it's fairly back and it's goat, so small size, position, show. We're also going to just keep making it walk. Now, do you notice when it is walking, it is just walking over our gentleman here? We definitely don't want it. So what are we going to use? We are going to use, so we can use go to front, back, but since we are saying he is back, so if we put the quote also back, the code is going to get confused. And that is why we have layering. So for the code, what we're going to use is go to backward. And since I'm pretty much having code really, really behind, let me give 3 layers back. And then we'll put in more things in between. So I'm going to put this code here. And now let's again make the code. So I already have the code walk code written. Now you see the code is nicely walking right there at the back. We have set backward 3 layers. Now what we will do, we'll get a tractor. So set the position of the tractor here. Okay. Now we can decide whether we want the goat to go behind the tractor or the tractor to go forward, right? So whichever we will want. So we are going to take this and say go to backward, and that was 3 layers. So you're going to set it to go to backward 2 layers. So that means goat is 3rd layer right behind, and then the tractor is in front, that is backward 2 layers. Now let's add a bullock cart. So I'm going to quickly set its position. So to set the position first, I definitely need to show it. So I didn't want to. So this is what, when accidentally you touch on some sprite, it may come forward or backward, but if you have the code, you can just, it will take care of it, right? Now the cart, we want it to ride along here, right? So in front of the tractor, but behind this gentleman here. So first going to set its position, and now what we'll do is we will set layer by 1, go backward by 1 layer, because the 2nd layer is the tractor and the 3rd layer is the code. And then let's just make it slow slowly kind of glide over. And I wanted to glide all the way to somewhere here. So I don't want to change the uh, I don't want to change the y. It will stay minus 56. X is going to be 323. So I'm going to glide it slowly. So I'll just make it glide 4 seconds. Okay, so now let's see how is our layering working. So did you see how it came in front of our gentleman? Because here we are still using Goto back layer. So now I'm going to change this and use Goto forward one layer. I think that happened pretty cool. We'll make the tractor also glide so that we can see all the movement. Go to motion. I'm going to glide it for 3 seconds. Again, we'll keep the Y position same. Now let's just see it all happen. The tractor's messed up. Even though we've got it backward by 2 layers, it came in front of our bullock cart. This is backward 2 layers. Why is this happening? Should I make the tractor 3 layers and make this 4 layers and try? This was better. Okay, so we have a little bug out here. Why not use this opportunity? Let me leave it out to you all. And why don't you remix the project or put a comment saying how to fix this? Happy coding! And these are the kind of cool programming features which make Scratch platform very interesting.